Hi everybody, I'm Chelsea with Mommy Mental Discoveries. August 2nd, my son Reed, my younger son Reed, I was changing his diaper and noticed he had this weird diaper rash. And when I say weird, it was just red, like right underneath his belly button and kind of on the sides where the diaper is. We were playing outside and it was hot here, so I just figured maybe it's just a heat rash. I was putting him down for his nap. I'll see how it looks after his nap. He woke up from his nap and it looked better, wasn't completely gone. So Saturday he woke up late. He woke up at like 7:30 and usually he's up by 6. He was still, he's a happy baby, so he was still, happy and playing, eating and drinking normal. He wasn't as energetic. After his nap, he took a really long nap too. It was like a 3-hour nap. When he woke up, he looked haggard. It's the only way I can explain it. His eyes underneath were red and puffy, and he looked tired, and he just didn't look good. He wasn't like super crabby or anything. He just seemed tired. I changed his diaper. The rash was still kind of there, but it wasn't real bad. It's just like I knew something was wrong, but you keep telling yourself, well, it's probably just this or it's probably just that. So we went to my sister-in-law's Saturday evening. It was probably like around 4:30, and I was holding him and he was crying. He was really fussy. We just figured it was getting close to dinner time, and after dinner we do the bedtime routine, so he's probably just tired and hungry. But every time I would switch arms, he would cry. Like, he didn't want to move, he was not himself. He's a happy baby. He doesn't fuss, he doesn't cry, and he was very fussy and crabby. Like Bruce said, we'll just, call his doctor Monday morning and get him in for an appointment. So that was the plan. When we got home from my sister-in-law's, I noticed that he had a rash around his neck, like all around his neck, and then underneath his arm. Like, he had a little onesie on, like a little one with no sleeves, a sleeveless onesie or whatever you want to call it. Maybe it just rubbed him the wrong way. I figured, like, give him a bath. That will go away. That didn't go away though. So he had all these rashes, and then Sunday, he woke up and his eyes were still puffy. There was no explanation for that, and then we started to notice he got this little rash around his mouth. And he gets really excited when he gets a cup. He like smashes it into his face. So Bruce was like, well, maybe that's why, maybe, we're just trying to figure out explanations for these weird rashes. They didn't give him anything different to drink or eat, or like there was nothing different. There was no explanation for anything. But the plan was to call the doctor Monday morning. So Sunday, he woke up crabby, not feeling good, not himself. Had a birthday party to go to, and I didn't want to bring him because, obviously he wasn't feeling good. I didn't want to get other kids sick. So him and River stayed home with Bruce, and he was telling me that he just got off the phone with a doctor, and they were going to call him back to see if they wanted us to bring him in that day. He got done talking about that, and I went around to give Reed a kiss, and he just looked horrible. Like, his whole body was swollen. He had the rash underneath his eyes and his mouth, and he looked miserable. Well, if the doctor says we should wait until Monday, like, we need to take him to the ER because there's something wrong. Like, that was it for me. Like, this whole time I felt like something was wrong, but again, like, I'm a worrywart, so I was trying to tell myself, try to figure out explanations for things. So finally the doctor called back, and they said to just bring him on Monday. So the ER was packed. There was like 3 other nurses that were standing there, and they were just asking all these questions like, where else is a rash, all this stuff, and they looked kind of concerned, which is like, what do they know that I don't? So it just made me even more worried. We literally went to go, after we checked in, we went and sat down, and someone came out and got us. So I'm like, oh my god, like, what's going on? Because ERs take forever. You know, you go to an ER, and unless your leg is falling off, then you're gonna sit there for a while. So I'm freaking out because, you know, it's a fast process. It's staph scalding skin syndrome, and it's just a form of staph. You know, of course we asked, like, what did we do? Did we do anything? Like, did we not do something right? And it's just something, it's the bacteria that everybody carries on their skin. And if they get, like, my son River is jumping on the couch watching a show. But if they have like any kind of break in the skin and that bacteria gets in there, it creates staph. Well, this type of staph is very rare. You know, they said it's nothing that we did or didn't do. Of course, that doesn't keep you from like racking your brain trying to figure out, you know, what happened, like what did I do or what didn't I do? What can I do to prevent it? And they said that we caught it really early. And I mean, the symptoms started on Friday. We took him to the ER on Sunday. For me, that didn't feel early. Like, it felt like forever because I knew something was wrong right off the bat, but I just kind of was telling myself it's nothing, even though it was. Well, when people come into the hospital with it, like, their skin's blistered and peels and stuff because it's the equivalent of having boiling water dumped on your skin. Your skin acts like it's scalded. We had to stay overnight. We actually had to stay for 2 nights. His skin ended up getting a few blisters and peeling. He peeled all over, but he only had a few blisters. We had to give him antibiotics twice a day. He was on like Tylenol and Motrin every 3 hours, like alternating it, because apparently it's a very painful, not just your skin, but your muscles and your bones, joints get really stiff and really uncomfortable. So he was in a lot of pain. We had to end up staying 2 nights in the hospital. The first night was brutal because I didn't pack anything. I didn't anticipate us staying at the hospital, so I had nothing. Like, I slept in the clothes that I was in. He slept in my arms because there was really, like, when he would wake up in pain, there was really no consoling him in the crib. The only way that he would fall back to sleep was in my arms, and every time that I would try to move him, he would wake back up in pain. So I slept in this reclining chair, and it was the most uncomfortable. I didn't get any sleep, but he got sleep, and that's all that matters. Second night was a little better. He was, just that whole week was, you know, giving him medicine every 3 hours. He had to have like a special soap. I can't remember what it's called. I want to say HipaCleanse. I think it's what they use at the hospital for like before surgeries and stuff like that. It's just an antimicrobial and antiseptic wash, and it dries you out really bad. So I had to give him that bath every night. They said every night or every other night. I gave it to him every night. We cleaned everything like multiple times a day. I don't know how many Lysol wipes we went through, and hand sanitizer and hand soap. But he was contagious, so we were trying to make sure that we didn't get it, especially River or myself, because I am pregnant and I didn't want River to get it. He had to have lotion, and a special type of lotion. It's like Aquaphor which I ended up just caking on Aquaphor because the skin got super dry from the soap. He is completely fine now, thank God. His follow-up appointment was August 12th. The Saturday before his follow-up appointment, we noticed River, his nose looked weird. It was a little swollen. He had staph in his nose, so he ended up having to take antibiotics and having an antibiotic cream put on his nose like 3 times a day. Obviously he didn't feel good. It wasn't as bad as Reed's, but he still didn't feel good. The past 2 weeks have been insane. I was stuck in the house. I didn't want to take them anywhere because, for one, I didn't want like anybody else to have a chance to get sick, and I figured their immune system is a little down right now, so I don't want to get them more sick. So I was in the house for 2 weeks. Got a little bit of cabin fever, but they're better now. They're 100%. Thank goodness. In that time, I got some freezer meals done. I didn't get everything that I wanted to film done, but I'm just trying to get stuff ready for this baby to get here because I feel like I'm not ready. Plus, we're in the process of kind of moving. I'm gonna say kind of moving. We are moving. So it has just been a little crazy. Muffins. I made 3 different types of muffins. That's River, thinking he's a T-Rex, or pretending to be a T-Rex. I made blueberry waffles, regular waffles, like 2 batches, 1 batch of each. Then I made 2 batches of chocolate chip pancakes, and I just used the Kodiak cakes. I made 2 loaves of Texas toast, like for French toast. I made biscuits for biscuits and gravy, which I haven't made the gravy yet. That's for today. I made peach turnovers, peach pie, with 4 peach dump cakes. The peach dump cake is awesome. I think I'll try to link it below, but all it is a can of peaches and heavy syrup or peach pie filling, which in this case it's peach pie filling, then a can of peaches in juice. You dump that into a crock pot, mix it together. I like to mix it together. I don't know if you have to, but I like to mix it together. And then on top of that, you put a cake. We used yellow cake. Dump that on there. You don't mix it in. Then you take a stick of butter and slice it up and dump that all over the cake. And then again, you don't mix it in. And then you just cook it on, I don't know how long you cook it, and on low or high or whatever. But like I said, I'll try to link that below. If not, I'll put it in the comments of how you make it, but it is so good. So good. Every time Bruce makes it, he gets like 1 helping and I get the rest. It's addicting. I love peaches anyway, so trying to keep peach desserts around me is, you better get while the getting's good. But yeah, so that's why I haven't been posting in 2 weeks. I definitely learned my lesson. I need to have videos not only recorded, but edited, ready to go. I tried getting on, like, posting in like the community part of YouTube, but got like 13 subscribers, so I think you have to have like 1,000 to be able to use the community part. And I just didn't have enough time to make a video like this explaining what was going on. Today I'm going to be making a lot of stuff. Okay, today I'm going to attempt to make a lot of stuff. I bought like a 10-pound chub at Walmart. Yes, I know. You're like, why 10 pounds? Because I have plans for all that meat. And then I'm going to make sausage gravy, breakfast casserole, breakfast burritos, and then like a spinach artichoke chicken ravioli thing. I'll try to link that recipe too, because it is delicious. It doesn't call for chicken. I just wanted to add chicken to it. So I'm gonna get to cooking so I can get something done. If you're new, hit the subscribe button.